Hello, this is James Dooley here from jamesdooleyhypnotherapy.com, and today's video blog is all about self-awareness and how it is vital for anyone who's contemplating positive change. That can be a key ingredient to helping anyone move forward and create that positive change. Now, without self-awareness, a person can respond to life in a multitude of ways, and a lot of those ways can be quite negative because you're not in tune with your emotions and your mindset. We can respond to things where events don't go our way. We can become quite sort of angry, bitter, become overly emotional, start running ourselves down, feeling depressed, feeling anxious and stressed. These can all come from our reactions to life around us because we're not got any levels of self-awareness within us. And being self-aware means that you are in control of your thoughts, your emotions, and you are aware of what damage it's doing to you and possibly to the people around you as well. At jamesdooleyhypnotherapy.com, it's our job to make sure that any client that comes to us is made to become self-aware of where their thoughts are leading them, or their programs in their subconscious mind are leading them as well. Obviously from the time you're a child, those programs are installed into a child's subconscious mind without them even being aware that they are, because a child is just responding to the environment that's around them. And then as they become older and they go out into the world and go and try and achieve what they need to achieve, those programs will kick in and try and pull that person back. All sorts of red flags will be waving in their mind: don't do this and don't do that, etc., etc. But by being self-aware, a person can step back and say, well, actually, this way of thinking is not serving me in any way. I shouldn't be responding in such an angry way, or such a depressed way, or a way that says I can't do it, I can't achieve it, I can't do anything, etc., feeling powerless. By being self-aware, you just have to be accepting of what's going on in your life, but being at peace with it at the same time. But at the same time also as well, it's vitally important that a person moves forward and carries on trying to be positive and not self-defeatist. I don't mean being accepting of things as in, your life is terrible and you just sit there and go, oh, just sit back and not bother and just be accepting of everything. That's clearly not the way forward. But for example, for a person who's not self-aware and their thoughts can be quite negative, it'll be like your thoughts are negative, which then creates negative emotions, and those negative emotions create negative actions, and those negative actions will be things like procrastination, not having the confidence to do anything, as soon as things start to go a little bit wobbly, becoming stressful and anxious. These are all as a result of a person not being self-aware of their mind and not being self-aware of how they're responding to themselves and responding to life. And by having these tools within you, being self-aware is so vitally important to help you move forward, because you can question your motives. Am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? Why am I responding this way? You can question everything, but the bottom line is, at the end of the day, everything in life stops with you. The buck stops with you. You've got to take full responsibility for who you are, for what results you're getting, for everything that's happening in your life. You've got to take responsibility. You really must. And if you've got a good level of self-awareness, then your thoughts will be in tune with what's beneficial for you and what's going to be helping you move forward in life, because you can then basically correct those thoughts that saying, I don't like this situation that I'm in. I feel completely powerless. And then you start turning inward and start destroying yourself, becoming stressed and anxious and worried and depressed. We all have moments in our life where things can go wrong. We all have moments in our lives where things can go wrong. That applies to everyone right across the board in a multitude of different ways. But ultimately, it's always best to have a good level of self-awareness, because once you've got those good levels of self-awareness in place, your thoughts will be positive, your emotions will be positive, and then your actions will be positive too, which means you'll be moving in the right direction, doing things to change your life for the better. Now, drifting through life with no self-awareness at all is basically like a person stumbling around in the dark trying to find a light at the end of the tunnel. It's very, very difficult to have a good understanding of who you are and what you want to achieve and how wrongly you might be responding if there's no levels of self-awareness at all. Now, here at jamesdooleyhypnotherapy.com, we will most definitely, like I say, provide the techniques and assess each individual on a case-by-case basis to have a look at how they see themselves and how they perceive life. And with no level of self-awareness in place, we can alter that situation, get rid of those negative programs in a person's mind, and reinstall positive programs in a person's mind, and help that person to get up and move forward and not being trapped in that negative cycle of thinking where nothing will ever improve. Now, there are people out there now who are prisoners to their minds, and they feel as if they're going to be trapped forever. There's perceptions of their self that are completely wrong, and with no levels of self-awareness in place, those things will never ever change. Self-awareness is the key to self-salvation. Self-awareness is everything. It really is. It's very important. It's a vitally important component in a person's life to help them change and become a more positive, more happier, more freer person, because you're free from limitations that your mind have installed into you to hold you back. Now, if there's anyone out there who would like to discuss this matter further with me, then please get in contact on jamesdooleyhypnotherapy.com. Or if you would like to have sessions for hypnotherapy to make you become more self-aware, to be more in control of your emotions and having a positive mindset and being able to move forward and achieve your goals and objectives in life, then again, contact me at jamesdooleyhypnotherapy.com, and we will do our best to get back to you as quick as we can and book a session for you or a package of sessions to help you move forward and achieve your goals and objectives in life. But like I say, self-awareness is a key ingredient for anyone who wants change in their life. Without that, it's a stumble in the dark is pretty much the words I can use for it, because it really is a stumble in the dark, because you've got no awareness of yourself at all. And for those out there who it might seem obvious that your thoughts and your perceptions are creating the life that you've got, but there's people out there who are not aware that their thoughts and perceptions are creating the life that they're living. There are people out there who are going, well, I'd love to feel like this, I'd love to be better and move forward and do this and do that, but if there's no self-awareness there, then they can't step back and go, well, hold on a minute, I'm looking at myself wrongly here. I'm looking at my situation wrongly here. I mean, sometimes there can be some really nasty things happen to us in our lives that make us feel pain within, but there's always a lesson in everything we encounter in this life. And it's always good when you are self-aware that you can be calm and you can be focused and you can step back and say, right, okay, I don't like this situation. It's causing me a lot of upset. It's not a situation I want to be in. So what do I have to do to move forward and achieve my objectives? What do I need to change in my mind as a person to achieve those objectives? With hypnotherapy, we can help a person do that. And we can help a person really think deeply about where they're going wrong. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video blog today. And like I said before, if you want to get in contact with me on jamesdooleyhypnotherapy.com, please do so. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you soon with my next video blog. Anyway, take care for now. Cheerio. Bye now.